Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ana Karen Lopez, and today my classmates and I, including Hania, Irvin, Romina, and Gustavo, will be talking about the AstraZeneca vaccine. Basically, this activity consists in that I will be making two questions to each of my team members about the AstraZeneca vaccine, and they need to answer them with a response based on a different and trusted resource. But first of all, I would like to give you a little introduction about the theme we will be addressing during this video. So, the AstraZeneca vaccine, or Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, is a viral vector vaccine used for prevention of COVID-19. It was developed in the United Kingdom by the Oxford University and also by the British-Swedish company AstraZeneca, using a vector that modified chimpanzee adenovirus, ChAd-OX1. This is a vaccine that is given by intramuscular injection, and it is usually stable at refrigerator temperatures. Some of the most frequent side effects include nausea, injection site pain, and headache, which usually resolve within a few days. So now, given the introduction, I would like to begin with the questions. And first, I will be asking two questions to Gustavo. The first one is, what are the benefits or risks that a person could have with the doses of AstraZeneca vaccine?
Good afternoon. My name is Gustavo Mazon. I will ask a question. The first, a public health England analysis indicates the vaccination program prevented 6,100 deaths in the people aged 17 years old and over in England. The benefits of the vaccine far outweighs the risks for the vast majority of patients. One of the risks is that very few people experience blood clots with low platelet counts.
Okay, so the next question is, what are the risks of clots in the blood?
The Medicines and Health Products Regulatory Agency has undertaken a comprehensive review of the reports of the specific type of blood clots in the brain, known as cerebral venous synapse thrombosis, that occurs in conjunction with the platelet levels after AstraZeneca vaccination.
Okay, so the next two questions will be to Romina, and the first one is, what symptoms do I need to look out for if I get the AstraZeneca vaccine?
Well, in general, you should always look out for any unusual or severe symptoms after receiving any vaccine, and contact a healthcare professional or an emergency department if any develops. But you need to seek immediate medical attention if you develop shortness of breath, chest pain, leg swelling, or persistent abdominal pain following vaccination. That vigilance is for between 4 to 20 days after the vaccination, according to the NACI and Ontario Science Table.
Okay, then the next question is, how does the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine perform against variants?
Well, the EMA recommends the vaccine for all adults aged 18 years onwards. In Europe, some countries decided not to use it in people above 55 years of age because the clinical trials had not recruited enough people in this age group. However, the results obtained in the UK were a considerable percentage of elderly people had been vaccinated, as well as the clinical trial conducted in the US. Confirmed that the vaccine is highly effective in people above 55 years of age. Therefore, there is no reason to set a maximum of age limit in this vaccine.
Okay, so the next person will be Hania, and the first question is, speaking about post-vaccination observation, people consider that it wasn't safe to apply the vaccine because if they had side effects, they could present serious cases that would put their life at risk. If so, Is there a protocol to follow in these cases here in Mexico?
Hi, well, there are technicals which doctors and nurses must follow. In speaking about Mexico, we have the technical guide for the application of the AstraZeneca vaccine, which was undated in March of this year. This guide tells us the person have to wait 30 minutes after the vaccination, and the nurses have tell them the reaction they may have in the next 2 days, and each area must have the equipment, medicine, and trained doctors and nurses that, if necessary or if there is a serious case, the ideal is to take the person to the emergency room. And for this, I invite you, if you haven't been vaccinated or if there are contraindications, then you can do it, and have the confidence that if you have any reaction, the doctor will act quickly, and if necessary, you will be evaluated in the emergency room.
Okay, so the next question is, so now that we are talking about the flu, how safe is it to have the 2 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine and get vaccinated against the influenza?
Okay, well, according the NCBI database, between April and June of this year, a study was carried out by the National Institute of Health in the United Kingdom to evaluate this, and they collect 679 adults who had the 2 doses, and 3 weeks later the vaccination they were vaccinated against the influenza, and these people were being checked for 6 weeks to see if they had any reaction, and the results were the majority with mild or moderate reaction with 1 serious case, and they concluded that getting vaccinated against COVID-19 and influenza doesn't bring safety problems, and the function of each vaccine there isn't affected. So if people want to be vaccinated against COVID-19 and influenza, they can do it. You just have to take care of the time between each vaccine and the contraindication for each person.
Okay, so the next person is Irvin, and the first question is, some pregnant women have considered they can get vaccinated with their condition. Can a pregnant woman be vaccinated with this type of vaccine?
According to the information available today and the accumulated experience, vaccination of pregnant women is safe. In addition, it is recommended since SARS-CoV-2 infection during pregnancy increases the risk of complication during pregnancy and of developing severe COVID.
Okay. And the next question is, there are people who think that the vaccine is for life. How long does the vaccine last?
Yes. It is not yet known exactly, but studies indicate that it can last for months or even years, but not for life.
Okay. So these would be all the questions regarding to the AstraZeneca vaccine. I would like to say thank you to each of my team members, and it was a pleasure getting to hear each of your responses that are really important for this activity. At the end, you will see the references each of my classmates used, and that will be all for today. Thank you for your attention.